Hey y'all, welcome to Witty Banter.
I'm Monica.
And I'm Paola. Today we have a farewell episode for you guys.
That's right, our very last episode. Hopefully not forever. We do definitely want to talk to y'all because we've gotten a lot of questions as to what happened. And some of y'all are some chismosos out there, man. Y'all.
So we got a little burning question segment. We're going to do a little spicy take segment because since we've been gone, seems like the whole world is turning upside down, Lord. So we're going to talk about some things.
We're also going to have a Theary update too, because we haven't seen Theary just as much as y'all haven't seen Theary. So
we're curious too as to where life has taken him after UNT. So definitely stick around for that.
Yes.
So Monica, how you been, girl?
Woo! Well, I think the reason I want to start off by saying that I feel like some of the reasons why we had to stop for a little bit was because of a lot of things that I was going through, right? And, you know, we always talk back and forth, regardless of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're friends outside of this.
Yeah.
And I lost my aunt, you know, so it was very, very hard. It's only the second family member that I've lost in my dad's side of the family that we were extremely close to.
Yeah.
Now, in the middle of all of that, I've had some other cousins and aunts that have passed away, but this was my great aunt that gave me my first start to my music career, was always supportive, always wearing my merch, you know.
Yeah.
So I want to give a big shout out to the Garcia family, the Deanda family. Those are my cousins, you know. Sorry for your loss. Sorry for our loss, because that one was hard. It was very difficult. Before that, there's been a lot of health issues. Mm-hmm. So I've discussed very, very briefly on the podcast before that there's just been, you know, stomach issues, and that kind of goes into weight gain, weight loss. Yeah. Also, you know, just dealing with some stuff. Your girl's going through it just a little bit. Mm-hmm. But on the brighter side of that, you know, staying, what was the hashtag? Booked and blessed.
Booked and blessed, yes.
So,
period. I know you've been getting a lot of shows.
Yes, and you too. Yeah. Like, you're starting to get more shows. How are you doing?
I'm doing a lot better. Definitely took some time to realign some goals and some habits and routines that, you know, in the process of filming the podcast, like I had to switch my schedule to be able to fit a lot of different things like the social media and research and being up here in Grand Prairie to be able to produce the podcast. And so without having that and without having any income from subbing or gigs, because the summertime is just a really tough time for musicians and for teachers, because as you know, freelance musicians or anybody who is in freelance work, they don't get paid unless they actually have work to do. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, definitely was a little bit difficult in the finance aspect of things. Christian and I had to have very difficult conversations and made some tough decisions. And we had a conversation where it was like, hey, like the way our careers are going, like there's some shifts that might need to happen. There's a lot going on. Maybe we do a little break. And trust me, guys, we definitely tried to come in here and do an episode sooner for you guys to let y'all know what was going on. But then things scheduling wise were just not lining up either. And so we finally made it here, and we're finally on the brighter side of things. And then,
we're still friends.
Oh yeah. For anybody who is thinking, you know, that we had a fall through and are not friends anymore, we are debunking those allegations. Debunked. Okay. It is now debunked, because the thing is, guys, like life happens, and we are so blessed to have the relationship that we do, because we are so understanding to the point where it's like, okay, we understand that life happens, things are going to come up, and sometimes we can't be there for each other in a physical form, but the amount of text messages and calls and just check-ins that we do keep us going and keep our relationship strong. Because we know that like life is going to take us in different directions, but as long as we put the intention into our friendship, things are going to be okay. And so
Yeah.
things are okay.
Yeah, we are fine. We are
Yes, we are
fine.
fine. And so,
So many people, oh my goodness, they were just so confused because it was such a long break. And
yeah.
I was just like, no, like, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like that overthinking side of it, I'm like, we are good. Like, Sylvia, are we good?
We are good. We are good. I know. And it's like one of the things that I've been like just thinking about. I've been doing a lot of meditation, a lot of yoga, taking care of my physical health because I also have an autoimmune disease called Graves' disease, which in the middle of having no financial income coming in and realigning things, my T levels were going up high as well.
Yeah.
And so it was just like my anxiety was ramping up, my irritation, my heat flashes, my heart palpitations, like a lot of things were spiraling. And,
Yeah.
you do end up being in a mental state that like is not healthy and it is very negative. And so part of it that I realized and finally said, you know what, I need to let go of this is social media.
Yep.
Social media is the number one thing for me personally that gets me into the space of negativity. It gets me into the space of fear. It gets me into the space of self-doubt. It gets me into the space of just like immense guilt for living the life that I live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, I do have a very blessed life. I do, even though there's so many hardships and so much trauma that I've lived through, I have the privilege of living a blessed and full life with my family, my husband, my kittens, my friends, nature that we are having right now, the weather that we're having, all of the sun, like the cooler weather, all of these things that like when you're on your phone, people around the world are fucking suffering right now.
Yeah.
And that shit hurts me so bad.
Yeah.
And so it took me into a place of isolation and seclusion and just a very, very dark place. So I'm finally back into like a very, I feel like myself. My medication had to be bumped up from 10 milligrams to 30 milligrams a day.
Yeah.
So that's a huge like
It's
increase of.
It's not even a step. It's a fucking leap.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like I was doing so well. Like my levels were coming down and then out of nowhere, they just started spiking up. And it was just like, damn it. Like I've been here before. I know what I need to do. But this time I feel like I was a little bit more honest with myself.
Right.
Like defining exactly what
the issue was.
And while we were doing the podcast, like I was doing the social media for not only Sabor Puro and myself and the podcast, like I was doing a lot of the content creation and all of that, right? So I had to put a lot of like me into it.
Mhm.
And that kind of felt like, I don't want to do this anymore because there's other voices that need to be put out there right now, especially in the algorithm, especially in the AI world where so much misinformation is going out and so much division is being sowed. And so it's just like, I need to remove myself. So like for the past like 3 months, I did not post anything on any of the social medias. Like not Weedy, not Sabor, not even my own. Like I just decided I'm not even going to be a consumer anymore because I'm paying these y'all can fill in the blanks because every view, every time I click into these motherfucking apps, there's a billionaire who's getting more money.
Yep.
And there's like, my blood just boils thinking about it because not only are they dividing us, they are also destroying our planet because they have all of these AI databases that are taking our water. We cannot live, we cannot survive if we do not have water. And people want to be using their AI chat GPTs for what? To get dumber? For what? So you can lose your humanity, your creativity? For what? So you can lose this planet that we live on. So it's just a lot that like goes into my mind.
Yeah, no,
that
and it
definitely
fires
goes
you
into
up,
this like, and it ended up being so much that it made me kind of paralyzed. Because when you open your mind to a lot of shit that is going on in the world, it is fucking paralyzing.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, and there's only so much that you feel like you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And, it is a lot. Social media, the internet, all the apps, it takes a toll. It does.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a toll on your sanity. It takes a toll on your humanity, really, because you're like, I do care. I am a caring person. I do want good for other people. I do want other people to have the life that I have. And it's heartbreaking and it feels helpless because they don't, you know? But, you know, what you said earlier, it pointed out that, you know, you're taking the steps in order for you to kind of breathe and to kind of have your own sense of peace, you know, and I think that's super important to start off with. You have to have some peace. You have gratitude because you know, you woke up this morning and you could, you know, breathe. And so lately, like, there's been a lot of dark times for me in the last couple of months, and my depression. And I briefly have talked about depression and anxiety, but I don't think people really understand unless you go into the pit.
100%. Like, I had no idea anxiety was something that could take over your whole life. Like, it really does. And it wasn't until I experienced anxiety for myself that I was like, holy shit, like, it's paralyzing. It really is paralyzing. And even if, like, you think you're this person, and then anxiety literally rips it away from you.
Anxiety is the thing that tries to, and I try to put it in a positive way, right? Because we put it so negative all the time, and that's what makes it worse. But I think something that I heard one time is that anxiety is the thing that's trying to protect you from what's coming, and depression is the thing that's trying to comfort you from the things that have happened, right? So positively, right? But when we look at them negatively, like, it's paralyzing. I dealt with paralyzing depression for a year, you know, so I know what that feels like. And this climate in our, you know, society and our environment and, you know, in everyday life, it's getting to that point. But I think what's cool is to bring positivity back into it. I think it's great that you're taking the steps to meditate, to work on you, to focus on your heart and find your peace. I had to do that within this last couple of months. I started going to a church community of women and, you know, just talking about things that have hurt us, that are strongholds on our lives. And so prayer has definitely become something that's super, super, it used to be real hard. It used to be real hard for me to just be like, God, are you there? You know, like, I'm phoning.
Right. Ring, ring.
No, but I think it's good. You have to study yourself. You have to ground yourself, especially with everything that's going on. So I think taking away social media is a good thing, and taking a break and then coming back eventually.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's the thing. It's like, one of the things that I've learned through this healing journey that I started in 2023 is that life gives us the opportunities to practice the things that we're learning, practice the life that we want to have, right? And so it's like, oh, I could be so hard on myself because I'm not getting the lesson. Like, I still feel this way when this happens. And it's like, wait, you're supposed to feel this way when this happens. That's the thing. Life is feeling these emotions and allowing yourself to either get pulled back into the same old patterns, or making a decision of like, hold on, wait a minute. I am recognizing these emotions, these patterns that have been in my life for quite a while now. So let me see, what if I change my attitude? What if I change my behaviors and see what happens? And well and behold, you changed your attitude, you changed your habits, your behaviors, and your life is a lot better.
It becomes a whole new perspective.
And so it's like, I was getting stuck into those same patterns that I used to be in, where it was just like self-isolation, didn't ask for help. I would just like drown on social media and like TV, take naps, and like not be active at all type thing. And so it's like, okay, no, I recognize these patterns. Let me do something so that I can change what I'm feeling and I can change my life trajectory. And so I feel like I did it a lot faster than I normally would.
Yeah, you dived in.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's one of those things that whenever we avoid these feelings, we avoid acknowledging these things, it becomes a bigger problem than what it needs to be.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, oh shit, it's becoming a bigger problem than it needs to be. Let me reel it in. Let me see what needs to happen. And yeah, I definitely feel like I finally have balance in my life. That's where good. My home feels clean and it's nice and orderly. And then I also have my job where I'm teaching. I'm back in the classroom, subbing. And
she's a teacher,
like,
y'all.
Yes. And so it's like I get to choose my own schedule. I'm learning how to be a music engineer so that I can actually produce our music as well.
All right.
So it's just like a lot of things that, like, okay, I had put a lot of time and effort on other things like being a content creator or an influencer, but in reality, it's like, yeah, that's not really going to help me because it's hindering me. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until I like dropped off that obligation or that skill, because as an independent artist you have to have all of these skills. And I spent a whole year trying to be this person that just isn't me, and it's like social media is just not for me in the capacity that it needs to be in order for things to happen, one, on a moralistic level, and two, just on like a emotional mental health type of level. So I was able to pass it on to my very good friend Marlon Sanchez. Yay! Thank you, Marlon. Shout out. And so she's been doing our social media content, making the videos. And when I tell you, like, I am so much happier, the quality of life. I am not as stressed anymore because there's just a lot of elements that go into it. Like, not only thinking of the video that you're gonna do, you have to like take the shots and make the caption, and then analytics and data sharing, posting,
Theory's
all of the
over
things.
here like,
yeah. So anybody who's in that world, you will understand and you will know. And if you're not in that world at all, stay that way. I promise you're not missing anything.
Shout out to my brother Joey, who does all of the marketing side of me and the band, because it's true. It is hard. It is hard to not just, and the thing is you were doing it times 3, so it's a difficult thing. My brother is always on my ass about pictures and how that's going to bring up the analytics, that's going to bring out the the numbers and people viewing and how many times people like something. I'm like, that is a lot to think about. That's why you went to school for that.
Yes, if you're about that life, we love you. Yes, thank you so much.
We need you.
Keep doing what you're doing. But if that's not part of your life plan,
it just makes you, because it does. It turns you into a person that you're not. If you look at any of my social media, you don't see too much of my personal life out there. I've only posted, like, within the last month, one thing that I've talked about, my relationship with Marco. And then if I post a story with Joelle in it, or, anything personal, it's all my close friends. And I thought to myself, I'm like, I'm not ashamed of my relationship. I'm not ashamed to show that
part of you,
that part of me, but it's almost like second nature to me to hide that part of me, my real true self, and show only the beautiful stuff, only the edited pictures or the videos of us performing. It does. You have to be like almost 2 people at one time, and that's difficult for anybody to be. Yeah. And so I get it. I understand you, and I want you to know, this is my time to talk. I want you to know you have always been a light to people in the midst of darkness. And I need you to know that, because I don't think you do. I think sometimes we get into our heads about like who we're supposed to be to other people, but you're already doing that. You've been doing that since we were in high school, you know? So I'm with you in support of whatever the healing journey is taking you, because it goes, it's
not linear. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. But you got it.
Thank you. And the thing is, it's like, I know how to be the light because I've been in the darkness. You know what I mean?
You don't want anybody else to feel the way that you do.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like, acknowledging that about myself and being like, yeah, I am this person, and it's okay. And I want to be multifaceted, multidimensional on social media too, and not just like, oh, here's the great stuff. Here's the great stuff. And I think I struggled with the idea of like, my light could also be dimming to somebody else's light. You know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
So I struggle with like, if I'm not vulnerable and I only show the positivity, will people think it's negative or like, you know what I'm saying, like the negative positivity or the fake positivity,
Right.
where it's like, she's always just happy, oh, she's always just happy. And that's the misconception that I get. People always think that I'm just happy, oh, you're just always the happy person. It's like, well, that's not very true, you know, and like you're putting me in a box, and now I feel like I have to be that person.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
You know,
I
it's
definitely
like
can see that.
I definitely had to grow into my purpose and like really see for myself, you know. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate the opportunity to be able to have these conversations, because being in the podcast, it definitely has helped me gain my voice, and definitely has helped me grow in my communication skills and grow in my thought process, and allows me to be able to stand on something and say something and really believe it.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely. I think I said it like in the middle of our season 1, that this has been super healing for me, and I think we both agreed to it, because there was a lot of things I kept to myself. And I think the misconception of social media is that we see somebody on there and we're like, they're happy, you know? Not to put business out there, right? But I used to, whenever I was single, whenever I was going through stuff, I used to go to my ex's profiles just to see, you know, how life is for them, if they missed me. Okay.
Right. But guess what? They ain't gonna post that shit on Instagram, Facebook.
Nobody's gonna post. I mean, unless you really have to, dig deep, right? Nobody's gonna put their, you know, their flaws or their misconceptions or what they're going through in that time, unless, like I said, you've really dig down deep and become vulnerable enough to do so. Now on Facebook, it's a different story. Everybody puts everything out on Facebook.
It's like a diary up in there.
So the other day, but ultimately with Instagram, with Snapchat, with TikTok, it's really hard to be vulnerable, because people see you not just as you as a person, but you as the artist. And so we're always expected to be on all the time. I call it the on switch. It never turns off. Or to be wearing this mask all the time that it's okay, everything's good. I do it too, where I'll walk into work and I've just been crying like for a good 5-10 minutes in the car, wiped it away and went into work like it was nothing, you know? And that's not really being authentic. And so I started, you know, being honest with people about like, hey, today's just a really off day for me. With my kids, you can't, you know, obviously they're kids. They can't handle that, you know, and I'm not going to make them handle my stuff.
Right. Yeah.
But with my coworkers and with my front desk manager, Adria, so shout out to Adria. I talk about the podcast all the time. But with them, I just tell them like, hey, today's not a really great day. I can tell y'all why later, but right now I got to get into work mode. And then, you know, so that's also been helpful to have people around me, and you have a beautiful community around you.
Oh yeah, I definitely do.
Yes. All of y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here for this girl, because, you know, y'all have really helped her and held her down, you know, picked her up.
And you too, Monica. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for always being there for me and showing your caring and funny, sarcastic side.
The dark humor comes into play.
Because, you know, we definitely lean on the laughters and the memories and all of that, because that's what really matters. You know, it's like the people that are in your life who reciprocate the energy that you give them, who love you unconditionally and acknowledge and keep you accountable for all of these different things with open communication and with trust. Like, that's what really matters. Those people are the people that matter, and you're one of them for me. So thank you. Yeah,
I'm always here.
Same. Even though the podcast won't be, but we're always going to be here.
I think we've gone through enough times of doing this in our lives that it's not.
It doesn't even faze us.
No, we're like, I'll see you like soon.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I'm glad we're able to have these open conversations. Like I mentioned earlier, not on record, but like in one of our conversations, it's like, I'm so proud of the conversations we were able to have and be able to model what it looks like being vulnerable and authentic and showing different sides of ourselves. And I think people really resonated with that. And
Yeah.
I'm happy that we continue to do that in our other profession, which is singing and being an artist and being able to advocate for our communities through the microphone.
Absolutely.
That's on the stage. And
yes, on the stage, on the table, all of it, you know. So it's been an amazing year. We made it to a year.
We did.
We were gonna celebrate it. We were gonna bring cupcakes.
I know, balloons. I was gonna bring purple balloons.
Yes, but you know, ultimately, this is not a goodbye. This is just simply we'll see you later. You know, ultimately, we do want to come back to you guys. We do want to have this dialogue again, whether it be in this room or in a different completely environment. But before anything, we need to have a Theary update.
Yes, Theary. Let us know what's going on now.
I'm waiting for it. I'm like, hello. I
can't find it. Where am I?
Oh, you're going the opposite way.
Oh, I was going the opposite way. Hello? hello?
Hey,
Theary!
Hold on. Okay. That's really loud. Okay. Hello, do I sound fine?
Yes.
What do you guys want to know? Lead me off. Give me a question.
So how has life after college been treating you?
The job market sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, as y'all said, I'm blessed, you know, no hardships here. I've been working like just a regular job at a grocery store just so I can like start working out my money because obviously I'm in a very expensive profession. I did just buy a camera.
Ooh,
yeah, and funny enough, the day I bought it, Sony raised their prices.
Oh, wow.
So I bought it, or the day after I bought it, but it was secondhand anyway. It's secondhand. The guy, he had bought it for content creation, then said he used it once.
Yep.
And then
so brand new.
It's like literally when we went to go pick it up, I was like, you know, inspecting it and everything, and I was like, oh my god, like, there's not a speck of dust on that thing. And so the camera itself was already like $2,000, and the lens was like $1,000, and he had like all these lights and accessories on it and everything. Grand like total package was $2,200. So I was like literally, because I mean I wasn't really in a financial place to buy it. I'll be honest, but again, I'm living rent free. I have a job, so money's not going down permanently.
Right.
And I like saw the deal, and I was like, "There's just no way I've passed that up."
No,
because he already
was like a whole kit.
Yeah, he already came down on the price by like $700.
Yeah.
From when he like originally listed it. And then I got 100 more off, so I was like, "There's no way." I was like, "I gotta buy this right now." And even my parents are like, "Yeah," like once they saw what I was, you know, working with, and you know, a big thing that's been happening is, you know, I'll be looking for jobs, and then they're like, "Must have own equipment."
Yeah.
Like, well, how do I get that? Because I don't have any money.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's been a thing, and so it was really interesting hearing y'all talking about marketing actually, because that's kind of the direction that I'm like starting to pivot towards. Because like videography and marketing are the same thing now, which is exactly what you're talking about, where it's like it's this whole thing, like where social media used to be like, oh, you know, post a selfie and a little caption and it's fun. It's like corporate generated like content now. You need like videographers and editors and like graphics, and you need to condense them all down to like 20-second videos.
It's like an ad ultimately.
Yeah, it's an ad. It's an ad. You need a whole team of people, or at least like a specialist to sit there and like curate the perfect post. And you know, the analytics, I'm so tired of looking at
and
tell me about
the
it,
day
bro.
to post it and the time of day to post it.
Oh my god.
And like who we're posting
that
to.
Consumed my whole life. It drained my creativity.
And then scheduling posts, because you want to make sure you have enough content beforehand. Yes. Joey, I'm saying all of your secrets. I'm sorry.
No, but I mean, yeah, because I'm waiting on. So I just interviewed for a marketing internship with the bank of all places.
Nice.
And what's weird is like they weren't looking for someone like me, but I've been like kind of coasting through the interviews because I bring a skill set that like is rare and necessary now. Like
Yeah.
Bro,
it's like
yes.
I'm like, listen, I can bump up the quality quite a lot. And like for me, I don't post on social media myself, which is why I think I'm fine with the reality of it. Like I'm very much like a lurker, honestly. And so for me, it's like, yeah, I can, curate some posts. I can like whatever. It's no big deal for me. So one exciting thing that did happen, even though like I don't have a full-time job or anything in like media, I'm working with this company that they're a PR firm, just started up, kind of an upstart thing. So I'm kind of like at the ground floor of it.
Right.
Yeah.
They've been paying me pretty well. I mean, they pay for my camera, honestly.
Okay,
For
Get that
being honest.
money.
Love to see
And
it.
like we've been doing like social media content there. It's kind of like a bunch of odd jobs right now, just because they're looking for clients, trying to get their stride. And I will admit it's a little overwhelming because I'm like their only videographer and editor.
Oh,
and so like the 1 week, which I think is one of the weeks that we had to
yeah,
we had to reschedule.
Yes.
We weren't going to talk about it on the podcast.
We weren't gonna,
We weren't gonna-
put you out there like that. But since you brought it up, not gonna.
No,
It's
yeah,
like that one-
I'll air it out. It was.
It's like that one episode where we didn't have sound.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, it was like just as much my fault as like anyone else that we couldn't record. Because I was like, okay, I know we want to record, but they're telling me like they're gonna pay me like
Yeah,
$800.
Get you that money.
Yeah.
Get your bag right now,
And-
especially right now.
And so that week in particular, though, I think I made like 16 videos to post. It was so like, and we had two
Yeah.
shoots. I posted like 16 videos. I was making little graphics. Oh my god!
Yeah.
And so that wasn't like what the workload is all the time. It's just that particular client was in a rough patch and really needed some posts to be made.
We know it.
We'll let it slide. We'll let it slide.
Yeah, really need those posts to be made. But yeah, it's been fun. Now that I have a camera, obviously, I'm trying to work on like my portfolio a little bit more. So the first thing I plan on doing, which I need to contact her, but I want to go to my music teacher, who taught me piano, and give her a free promo.
Yeah.
For her studio, which I think she's doing just fine. But
still,
yeah.
no, that gives you practice.
Well, you're paying it back.
and you're-
Exactly.
paying it forward.
And she's done so much for me. It's like it's unbelievable. Anyways, and like another thing that's been happening is a lot of my work is film related, which I don't know if I've said it here, but I've been on the record with a lot of people saying I don't actually really want to work in the film industry. It is.
So he's been getting the chismosos too.
It's a not great place. It's like there's a lot of toxic people. You gotta avoid a lot of things. Insane hours. The leading cause of death in the film industry is driving and falling asleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
'Cause, like, I mean,
driving.
It's like I don't think people understand the strain of like those 12-hour days where you're constantly looking at equipment and constantly doing the same thing over, and then once it's all said and done, you have to pack it all up and then drive home knowing you have to be here tomorrow in 6 hours. Like it's really draining and overwhelming. Obviously I'm open to working anywhere just because like Dallas has become the new film capital, or it's on its way to anyways, so like I'm not completely against it, but
You just sparked a question. So I've been seeing a lot of like posts about AI actresses. How do you feel about AI being incorporated into the film industry like that?
oh my god, I'm gonna be nauseous. Because, well, first off, like as someone who like is into VFX and everything, I don't even know what that means. Like what bringing AI actors into like I don't even know how that would work.
There's like already apparently an actress.
Yep.
Her name is Tilly, and she's already being promoted as an AI actress and is going to be featured in an upcoming film. They haven't said anything about it, but they they are featuring this AI.
Oh yeah, I've seen Tilly, and yeah, she's like the new big thing, and there are people paying millions for her.
what?
I don't
See, I'm
know.
telling
I don't
you, they're
know.
stripping us of our humanity.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Like, it is freaky. It's weird. It's, again, wasting
Like that.
thousands,
That was my reaction.
thousands of
Yeah.
gallons of water
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
being poured on cooling
Yeah.
down these stupid AI servers. I'm sure you guys have seen like the Sora AI 2 that just came out.
Infuriating. Yeah.
It's hideous. Like,
yeah.
and it's becoming terrifying, frankly.
Yeah,
Because like
100%.
every video I come across these days, I'm like looking at it and I'm like,
You don't
is
know if
that
it's real.
AI? Like, if anything weird happens, you're like, is that AI or did that actually happen?
Did that actually
Yeah.
happen?
And,
Yeah.
obviously it has some kinks, so you can kind of tell if you're like looking for it. But like, if you're not looking for AI, it's like really hard to tell whether or not it is. And
Yeah,
even
it's fucking
sometimes, if you
scary.
get those like real video versus AI, and it's like the split screen. Like sometimes I'm looking at the like very hard ones, and I'm like,
And you're like, that one's AI, it's the real
yeah,
person.
that one's I'm like, oh, like, oh wow,
Oh, they're real?
Yeah.
No, well, you see their hand. No, baby, that's just how they were born.
That's just, they just stand like that, just
It's the perspective.
they're a little crooked.
They're no crooked. The way they were talking, no,
No, baby.
Mm-mm.
No. That's
Yeah.
a speech impediment.
Yeah.
And,
It's like, no.
and I mean, it's not just like film and like video that's kind of being messed with. It's like animation,
Yes.
art. I mean, I think at one point we all saw that like music AI where they're like
yeah.
stilling people's like voices and like singing in like certain genres, and it's like creating entire song. It's so freaky.
It's
I
so
have a
freaky.
student right now.
Mhm.
That and I'm not trying to be mean because obviously that's not where I'm coming from, but she created a whole album of poems that she had written, and they're good. Like, they're good poems, but she used AI to create the track and the backup, like the voice.
Mhm.
And now what she's trying to do is learn how to play it so that she can. But the way it was done, I mean, it's a good idea if you're trying to use it for creativity like she is. She's trying to play and sing at the same time in her own original way because they're her original songs.
Mhm.
But I was like, damn, like,
yeah.
what do you mean that's not you on there? Like,
Yeah.
you put this into the computer, or you put it into your phone, and it made this whole thing, and it came with a chord chart and everything, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Oh, shit. And she has a whole album. So we're going to be working through it. But that's the crazy part about it. It's cool to an extent. It's cool and useful to an extent, but it's creating a monster for the creativity. We're going to be out of jobs.
Yeah.
They don't want us.
No, and to bring it into a bigger scope of things, it's like music to me, or art in general, is a reflection of our time.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly.
So it's like, damn, now they're giving that to AI. So in a 10-year, 20-year time, what are we gonna look like? If our creativity is being stripped away because people want to feed the beast, like,
And they are.
like, where are we gonna be? Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been applying for a gazillion jobs. I'm just sitting there, apply, and I mean, of course, it's popped up. Must be proficient in AI use.
Are you serious
Oh yeah,
right now?
oh yeah, and
yeah,
it gets weird because I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, because it's like you said, it's like it's a useful tool, but it's become like right now it's just a useful tool. But at some point, if we continue down this path, it's going to be a monster, and they're going to just straight up start replacing people with it. Like,
Yeah, it's basically like the robots.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen it in factories, like car factories. How many people have lost their jobs to robots? Like,
because it's cheaper.
Because it's cheaper.
And again, like, yeah, objectively, a person could end up making something better, but you're paying for labor, you're waiting a lot of time, and AI could do something
within
good
a matter
enough.
of seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, within
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and again, it's like, I've used AI, like, for my short film script. I was like, I don't really drink coffee, so type me a ridiculous coffee order. And then like that's what I used it for, because I was like, help me come up with something I don't know about, like,
Right.
Yeah.
and because I don't have time to like go and research the Starbucks menu. I just want to give me a quick answer. That's like an inconsequential, like, okay, no one's
Right.
taking my job with this.
Right.
At my old job, it used to be like, we would copy and paste a list of all the performers. There's 200 performers on this concert. Paste it into ChatGPT. Be like, put these alphabetically and put a comma in between them.
Because that is how you use a tool.
Yes,
Tools
a tool
are used to help you, assist you, not replace what you're doing.
Not do the job for you.
Exactly. Tools like a hammer. You couldn't fucking hammer a nail with your hand. You couldn't do that. You need a hammer for that. That's why AI, the tech bros, were trying to, be innovative and all this stuff. But human behavior, human patterns, we try to get the easy way out.
Have y'all not seen the movies? Have y'all not
iRobot,
seen
come
iRobot?
on. Come on.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I mean the art, like the animation, because like there's a big thing going on in the anime community where they're like making these like kind of like slander posts about characters as like a joke.
Like the real life, there's one that came out for Demon Slayer just recently. Because the movie, I'm anime.
Yeah, the movie was
Big
big deal too, $600 million.
No, but lately I've been seeing on Instagram where they like make AI videos, but of like the characters in real life, and it looks real.
Yeah,
it looks incredibly real. And then you realize that's not happening at all. Like this,
dude, and that's why people are going into psychosis, because our brain, literally, why do people tell you smile? It'll change how you feel, because our brain, as long as our brain gets that information, it doesn't necessarily have to be real for us to conceptualize it and believe it and rationalize it and feel like it's a real experience. Like our brain, as long as there's information, it will process it, and sometimes it will think it's real.
Yeah.
So all of these people consuming AI, different realities of, pop culture, they're going to start believing this crap and then go into psychosis and say, my AI is my girlfriend.
I mean, that's been happening.
We've seen cases about this, and it's like,
and they're married.
But take away gay rights, gay marriage, but you can get married to an AI. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
And so I mean, like Sora AI is like fully animating, like, and like, they're not like good per se, but for like the first model that can do this, being that high quality, it's like, it's mortifying. And people have already said, like, okay, I get it, like, you made the character work at McDonald's, that's funny, like, they're a fraud, whatever, but the whole point of like that subsection of the anime community was that like the memes were made by people and they were creative and they were funny and low quality. Like they're like, it's like, okay, it's this like horrible, stupid image where you like poorly photoshopped a McDonald's hat. That was funny because it's like, you could tell a creative mind did it. It's like, you're just plugging in, like you're just typing up something, cutting down a tree to burning a tree so it generates, and then like posting it. It's not the same. It's not the same. It never will be the same. No. And so, I've been freaking out, and I'm not freaking out so much. I've just like
it's kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I've just kind of been like staring at it, like, oh.
Well, because here's the thing, what I'm learning, and I mean maybe I've known this my whole life, right? With certain things. Technology is not bad. You have to have the right usage for it, though. Just like drugs and sex and, alcohol, it's not all bad if you're using it to the level or to the guidelines or the boundaries in which you're not becoming an addict or indulging or, becoming or dying from it, ultimately. It may be like funny right now, because there are people that will just use it for fun, and then you have people that are just like, no, we got to take this seriously. This is going to be the future. I'm like, they said we had flying cars in 2012 and that didn't happen, so
but we now have self-driving cars.
I don't trust that.
Yeah,
Bro,
I don't
I was in California in
Kidnap.
August. Yeah, no, I was in California in the Bay Area, San Francisco, and they have this brand called Waymo.
Yep.
And they are driving everywhere. And we're like, oh, Waymo, instead of a buggy, we started saying Waymo whammy, like instead of punch buggy, because it's like that's how many there are.
Yeah.
It's like Waymo whammy. And I was like, okay, it'll probably take a while for Dallas to get this. Like,
I don't want it here.
Girl, I've already seen 3 Waymos
No,
in Bishop Arts. The Waymo self-driving car is now in Dallas.
Oh my God.
Yes. So we are going towards that direction, and we need to boycott that hoe.
Yeah.
Do not get in one of them.
And again, we're taking taxi drivers' jobs, we're taking Uber drivers' jobs.
Right.
But it's like, I think the reason, for us to hate AI as like, creatives is the narrative is always being pushed that like, oh, it makes art more accessible. And it's like, I did not put in all those hours and all that training and all that practice and all those failures and hate myself and stare at myself like, why can't I do this? I did not go through all that for an AI to be able to do it. Like, that's not the point of art. It wasn't like, it's always been accessible. You can always pick up a pen and start drawing. You can always download a video off of YouTube and start editing. You can always like practice the piano. Like, you can always start those things. Like, you've always been able to. That's not an excuse.
No, not at all. And the human experience is about the process.
Yes.
It's about figuring out yourself. Like we were talking at the beginning, figure out your triggers, figure out your traumas, figure out your motivation, your purpose, your why, and then like figure out how you're going to create this beautiful piece of artwork, whether it's through movement of your body, dancing, through your voice, through music and writing and poetry.
Okay, Booker T. Washington.
Whether you're acting, portraying some horrific shit that has happened, to create more empathy, which is something that we're missing nowadays. People don't listen to respond, or they don't listen to understand. They listen to respond and to put blame on other people, because we're listening to AI shit and trying to be technological, innovative, and we're not going to the museums. We're not going to libraries to be able to interpret pieces of work and being able to say, you know what,
in your own
from
point
this
of view.
perspective, I did not notice this, but now that I'm looking at it from this perspective, I now see the point of view of the artist. But we're not taking the time to do that because we are so involved in the future, so caught up in like wars and shit that we're taking away our humanity.
And we want everything quick.
That's
the problem. I talked to one of my students the other day and I was like, yeah, like it's funny because y'all's generation are now going back to YouTube, where that used to be our only way of music, of getting any kind of information. Oh, yeah. I mean, Spotify wasn't around.
No. I used to download YouTube MP3s.
Yes. But it's funny now because I'm like, so whenever you talk about YouTube and how you're always on YouTube, that makes me laugh. And he was like, well, yeah, I really don't watch all of the videos because if it's more than 5 minutes, I'm done.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And
our time span is crazy.
I'm like, 5 minutes, dude?
It's crazy. Yeah, like when we learn how to be a teacher, they give you like a kind of like a guideline of how long to stay on a topic, because depending on how old the kid is, that's how long they'll be able to like listen to one thing, right? So kindergarten is 4-year-old, 5-year-old. So like I would stay on one concept. Let's say it's keeping the beat, right? All right, we're going to do this for 5 minutes. All right. And after these 5 minutes, now we're going to get up and stomp around to a different song, because they need that change of pace because they are 4 and 5. Mm-hmm. So us 30-year-olds, we should be able to sit down and watch something for 30 minutes. Yeah, and sit down and listen to a full song.
30 minutes.
But it's 30 minutes and it's not fast enough.
You got 30 minutes.
And consumerism is telling me that the trend is ending in 5, 4, 3, like I need to move on to the next trend.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Mm-mm. On that topic, like I think generally like media literacy is just
part.
Dead.
Yeah,
like,
that part.
Have you guys ever seen that that post about sometimes the curtains are just blue? Where they're like basically saying like, oh, sometimes like the author just liked the color blue and like they didn't have intent behind doing something.
Oh, but yeah.
That idea has like just butchered people's understanding of the world. Like, have you ever seen that? I don't know what museum it's in, but it's like it's an art piece of like a robot like scooping an oil into itself,
Yes.
and like as it's been going, it's like becoming slower and like more withered. And it was supposed to be about like a reflection of humanity, how like you'll basically live and die working just to
Yes,
like
it's like
sustain
a
yourself, but you never get to like truly live because that's all you ever do.
Yeah.
That's the point of the piece, and people are like making fun of people for like getting emotional and like trying to look for the deeper meaning in it. And I'm like, that's the point of art. Like,
it's
what do you?
That's
taking all of
literally-
emotion out
Yeah.
of it. It takes the romanticism. I romanticize everything.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Oh
same.
yeah,
I'm
me
like,
too.
We're washing dishes, bitch. Yes, put on that record. We're gonna dim the lights, turn on
it
the
turns
candle.
into a movie.
And I'm like, pretend crying.
Literally,
I'm
me,
Cinderella.
me and Marco were like cleaning the bathroom yesterday, and I was like, I would look over, and you know, you kind of like have your own little soundtrack in your head, like the you look over and you're like, okay, we're doing this together. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I romanticize everything because if I have no feeling, if I have, it just goes back to the depression. It just goes back to the anxiety where, you know, emotions are, you know, your thoughts are your thoughts. And it's like that where people on the other spectrum of it, because of all the fear with AI and like all of it, overthinking it. I had my therapist tell me, she was like, your thoughts are just your thoughts. Your emotions are just your emotions. You need to regulate them. And at first it felt like that, like the curtains are just blue or, you know, it's just a machine. But in reality, on the other spectrum of it, it helped me kind of be like, okay, I'm good. Like I can ground myself with that. This, you know, I have a million bajillion things going on up here, right? But if I focus on one thought at a time, it makes it easier for me to still have my humanity, to still have feeling for cleaning the bathroom with my boyfriend and just kind of being like, this is not a bad thing. This is this is super cute.
Yeah, it's like romanticizing the little things definitely helped me kind of change my perspective and being like more towards gratitude and, like you said, staying grounded, because it's like those little things are going to amount to a bigger reality.
Yeah.
And like I've been seeing it with my own healing and my own like journey of talking about these things, that like I'm actually seeing it with my family. Like we're having tough conversations. I'm seeing it with my friends. Like we're having tough conversations. And that's what allows us to continue showing our humanity. And like when we grow internally and like really go deep and, like you said, regulate ourselves and ground ourselves and look at each other and are aware of each other instead of like, oh, I'm only seeing them through the screen.
Yeah.
You know? Like
Yeah.
how many times have you looked at your Instagram and your Facebook and you're like, it's a friend that you had in high school that you hung out with for 4 years, for forever, and you're still friends, but you only tap like, don't even
Yes.
don't even
It's too mean
comment,
to
don't
count.
even comment, don't even send them a message, don't even call them, you know, like how many times do we do that? But being present has definitely helped me say, you know what, y'all are the reason why I'm here, and I need to continue showing up,
Yes.
because that's how we are going to defeat whatever negativity is going on and
Yeah.
whatever tough thoughts are coming into our brain and our hearts. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I was gonna say, I mean, even in the same vein, like I think the way, you know, we see and perceive art and everything has led to the political climate that we're in.
100%.
Like I remember, you know, because I'm a big anime nerd. I remember there's
Yes.
this big conversation going around about like the anime One Piece.
Yes, with
And
the
whether
flag.
or not it's whether or not it's political, and like there's like a wall of people saying like, oh no, it's not, there's no politics in it, and it's like the main character is literally a terrorist
Yes.
who runs around beating up the like global elite that are keeping slaves and hoarding money and food for themselves. Like how like much more on the nose can you be
Yeah.
than that? It's
I
so
have not seen One Piece.
yeah.
Okay, so my mouth is on the floor.
Marco watches it,
Yeah.
so I know what you're talking about. And people are actually using the flag from the ship
Yeah.
in protests.
Like it's so political that when the government, like when the government of Nepal got overthrown like a few weeks ago, which is a crazy thing that just happened. They they raised the One Piece flag.
They did.
to overthrow the government. They raised the One Piece flag. Like, what are you talking about? And so, yeah, I don't know. That's just.
I mean, but it goes back to the idea that art reflects our times and what is going on socially and politically. It's all connected, guys. Like everything is our economics, all the wars that are going on. It's all connected.
It's all connected.
Let me just say something else that has been propaganda. I mean, the band My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Right. They were here.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go. They were here. Oh, dude, my teenage self. Oh my gosh, I just rocked out.
It's like your inner teenager got healed that day.
They really did. So if you don't know the band My Chemical Romance, they are packed full of propaganda. Like that is just their thing. They obviously have good music too, but their show, I mean, people have seen like videos of their performances all throughout the country. Now they're going on like a world tour.
Heck yeah.
But in the show, if you haven't been there, they have somebody standing in as a dictator. And that they're the Black Parade that has to perform for the dictator.
Oh.
And if they don't perform, they're getting hit. They're like, it's a whole show, dude. It's a whole show. And then it kind of brings in people. They have people, I don't know if everybody has seen this clip on TikTok, but they have people that are standing there about to be executed for their beliefs against the dictator. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
we're halfway there.
Yeah,
bro. Yes.
And mind you, Gerard Wade, which is the main singer, the lead singer, started the band because he witnessed 9/11.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, wait, wasn't the whole
idea whole point
to like protest against 9/11 and like all of that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean,
it always has been political. Then.
It's always been political, and they only show up. They only come back on tour with the Black Parade when things are going to shit.
They're trying to save the Han Moon.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
It's like the punk version of K-pop.
We're going up.
You know, that's what we need. We need a little K-pop punk like merger.
Yes.
Positive vibes, but like harness your rage.
We're gonna save it. We're gonna save the I don't know what the moon is called, but the something moon.
The Han Moon.
There we go.
We're gonna save the Han Moon.
I've only watched it once. I'm sorry, but all these kids come in and they want to sing these songs.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I know all about them.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I do love that. And going back to the idea of how art is a reflection of our times, I just can't stop thinking of the fact that Hitler, in the time of the rise of the Third Reich, he was stripping museums.
Yeah.
He was stopping, defunding, and basically punishing public radio and
burning
public
books.
Yes, burning books, targeting the arts, basically, because that's how people tend to spark ideas. That's how we continue to think.
It's a lot of people's escape as well.
And that's how we continue to harness feelings of empathy. We continue to work on our critical thinking skills. We can put ourselves into other people's shoes based on what we read, based on what we hear. But whenever a government is trying to create division and hate towards a certain group of people, which Hitler did against the Jews, and only prioritized blonde-haired and blue-eyed white-skinned people. If you do not hear the parallels to what is happening in America, I suggest you go and watch yourself a documentary.
Yep.
Like, that's all you need to do is watch a documentary.
We're fucked.
It's like
all three of us.
We're on month 7.
Okay, we're only in month 7. He has 4 years. So if we do not stop him now, because look, he has defunded public radio and public TV. So I implore you to continue listening to your KERA, continue watching KERA broadcast. Like, even if you don't have the sound on, just have it up in the background, because even if you don't have any money, they're going to continue getting revenue because of the views.
Yep.
Okay. So we need to continue supporting our local public radio stations and television stations. He is defunding the national parks all over the country. And our government is now at a shutdown, which they are blaming the Democrats, which is actually illegal based on our constitution, because based on our constitution, it is said that a government shutdown is a nonpartisan agreement, meaning that it is not based on one person or one group of people. Everyone. It is not based on one party. It is everybody, because the plan is for them to come to a consensus, for all of them to come into agreement on healthcare, Medicare, which is what our seniors have. So if you are in the age of like 50 onward, your healthcare is in dire jeopardy. And the Democrats are not passing the vote because they don't want to strip you of your health care. They're not fighting for the immigrants who are here illegally. They are not necessarily doing that because guess what? People who are here illegally, they do not get Medicaid or Medicare. They are not allowed to do that because they have not gone through the process.
Right.
But what is happening is the Republican Party, and I really don't want to say Republican Party, the Trump regime, because there's some Republicans that are still okay. There's still some Republicans who see both sides. The cult, they want to push the idea, the propaganda to divide people and make it into a civil war instead of a social war.
Yeah.
Because who's up there? The elites. Who is pushing all this AI shit? The elites. Who has all the money going into the war in Gaza, going into the war in Ukraine, going into the war in Congo? If you don't know about Congo, go ahead and search that up. Who is at the top and head of that? The elites. So the regime is literally putting all of these things in place to create confusion, to create fear, to create division, and to continue manipulating the masses to stay in paralyzed states, to stay in just conformity, because guess what? You're not feeling the government shutdown right now. You're not going to feel it because there are provisions in place. But I really hope that the Democrats don't give in, because otherwise we're really going to be fucked.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I hope that they don't go in, but in a month's time, if they do not come to an agreement, you're going to feel it. We're not going to have a Thanksgiving. So we all need to be doing our part, pushing in, talking about these things, bringing in people to come together, even if it's just 4 of y'all. Talk about it. How are we going to move? Oh, are we going to boycott Walmart? Okay, hell yeah. We're going to boycott Target? Okay, hell yeah. Who are we going to boycott? Because it's the elites who are making and creating all of these issues for us. Yeah. So that's just my spiel.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say, if you've been following like the New York mayoral election, the same people trying to get Andrew Cuomo elected, who's a Democrat, are the exact same people who donate to Trump. It's not about party. It's not about any of that. It's literally always been about rich versus not rich. Yeah, exactly. That's literally all it's ever been. Exactly. And so, yeah, I just... This is supposed to be a theory update, huh?
It's an all of us update.
Yeah, it's a angry ranting and yelling at the camera while we still have time.
While we still have the podcast.
So this is why we were gone for a little bit of time. Okay.
Because there was a lot going on.
A lot of feels.
Yeah, a lot of sure. And anger. In that time, I got educated. Like, there's nothing like getting educated, going into your public library spaces, picking up a book, picking up a history book, picking up a documentary, like get yourself educated, because the more you know, the less they can manipulate you. Simple as that.
Is there any more theory questions before I mute this for good? I forgot even what I was talking about. It's been like...
I know, I asked about the AI question.
Yeah,
So do you have anything planned ahead? Or are you still just kind of going with the flow?
I mean, yeah, I am working on a film, which I remember I said that a while ago, and that one kind of just fell through, because it was with the people who started that production company, and then they were just kind of like, okay, we're doing too much. There's no point. Which I agree. Like, I think they should be focused on making money instead of trying to... Because it was all for free anyway, so yeah, I'm not really salty about that. I'm working on a different one with some friends from UNT. I'm doing marketing, actually, for it. And, among other Swiss Army knives, just show up to set and do people's jobs things. Yeah, so that's pretty fun. We've been doing that. Obviously, I'm still looking for a more permanent setup with my job. That can mean a lot of things, but you know, I'm not having the most fun working at closing stock at Market Street. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm still out there. Things are looking up. Hopefully, this internship pulls through.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
we're
yeah,
hoping.
it's paid too. So
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go. Even better.
Yeah.
Yes.
that's why I apply.
We'll be praying for you and sending positive energy your way,
Mhm.
because obviously that would be really good for you.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
huge. Awesome.
And that was our theory update.
Yeah.
Ching. All right, sister.
Wow.
What is one thing that you want to leave in this booth right now?
I think one thing that I want to encourage people to do is use your voice. You know, talk to as many people about your hardships, about your goals, your dreams, because I see a lot on social media, like, you know, those monitoring spirits and this and that. It's like, yes, use your discernment, use your intuition to decide who is your real friend, who isn't your real friend,
Yeah.
who is part of your support system, who's part of your tribe, who's going to be there when you're not at your best. Because guess what? I had to take accountability when I was not the best friend that I could be.
Yeah.
You know, I hurt people, people hurt me, but at the end of the day, you got to use your voice. You got to communicate. If you have a family member or a friend that you have not spoken to in forever, today's the day. Do it today, because mañana, tomorrow, we don't know. We really do not know. So use your voice to spread love, use your voice to spread joy, and speak your truth, because nobody can speak it for you other than you. So that's what I want to leave everybody with.
That's nice.
Thank
No,
you.
it's perfect. I guess for me, to leave something like this, right? It has been exciting. It has been amazing to get to open up with you, with Theary, having a space. Thank you to the Epic for having us here and allowing us to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. Because when we first started the podcast, it was mainly to get the attention of our surrounding community, to be able to see something like this and for them to see that they could also do it too. And because of us, I believe that there are about 5 different podcasts that come in throughout the week. And so we want to say thank you to the Epic. Thank you for the opportunity. I am going to shout out Mark Jokel, who basically started this whole process with Create Texas. So thank you so much, Mark, for calling me up and allowing me to bring my sister in and for us to meet Theary and actually work as a team. You know, it's because of you that we got the opportunity to open this room up and to open it for many other people to aspire into their podcast goals, you know? My main thing to leave to the audience today is find your peace. I think that we are both doing that. I think that is super important right now, because again, it is going to ground you. It is going to be the thing that you get to cling to when everything else seems like it's haywire or like a tornado kind of going around. So find your peace, find things that are true to you, that you know for a fact are real. Find people, a community, or you know, get back together with your old community of girls or people in general that bring you up instead of lowering you down.
Yeah, I agree. And this has been a dream come true.
Yes.
Definitely have enjoyed our time together and with you guys and here at the Epic Live podcast booth. It really has been an incredible journey. And like we said earlier, this is not a goodbye. This is a see you later, because I'm sure we're going to have lots to talk about in the coming years. And
For
whether
sure.
it's here at the booth here at the Epic, or like you said, anywhere else life takes us, I know we have the tools and the support that we need to be able to take on any other goal, any other dream that we have. So,
and we really want to say thank you guys for listening to us, for following us, for subscribing to, and also just commenting, just getting more dialogue with us outside of the booth. So thank you guys for sticking around for a year. But with that, we'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.